Yep, that's a sloth holding a cat upside down. Catch the attention of you Gen Z guys who need something splashy at the beginning. Yep, there I am. That's my name. I am a filmmaker. Hollywood and Alibaba and the 40 Thieves. There's Peter Lorre. Check out his movie M, among others. He's great in every movie. Sydney Greenstreet, Maltese Falcon, tons of stuff. All great. Everything he was ever in. Sherry Mathers is somebody who does not resemble or is not intended to resemble anybody in real life. Charlie Chaplin, long dead, totally public domain, all of his work, so fuck it. Chi-Chi Chong, also still alive, but hopefully we'll get him on the show, because this is total stoner stuff. I think you'll love it. I got Meatloaf. I talked about how excited I am about Meatloaf. Meatloaf! Marx Brothers. Yep, Marx Brothers. They're really funny. Duck Soup, A Night at the Opera. Lauren Bacall, super hot. Humphrey Bogart's wife. And there's Humphrey. Don't Bogart that joint, my friend. And there's Obi-Wan smoking weed. Peter O'Toole, Lawrence of Arabia, The Stuntman. Great movie. You should check them both out. Omar Sharif, Dr. Zhivago, also in Lawrence of Arabia. Elizabeth Taylor, I told you about her and her purple eyes, and she was married to Richard Burton 6 times. Audrey Hepburn caused Steve McQueen, a great actor, to get drunk and fall on his head. And Sloane Jeremy, the amazing invisible actor who disappeared after a few films that were never released, but there he is. Good looking guy. Okay, there's the three-toed sloth again for the Z-Gen kids and younger who apparently only last for about a minute on average, and so I put them in here to get your peepers open again, because it's, kind of funny. These are a couple of publicity stills, which are really cool. There he is looking cool, and there he is in the movie itself. I like that shot because it shows him standing in front of a cat, suggesting that Chinese people eat cats, I guess. Here's a few beautiful stills that were taken from the original negative. Just beautiful. Cinematography by Greg Tolland. This is a memo that was unearthed for the studio, and it shows that there was definitely some craziness that happened. And this, for those of you who don't know, I'm looking at you, Z-Jet and younger, is a telephone. This is how we used to talk to each other in the old days. This here is the main plot of this whole show, or rather it's the subplot, I guess. It's, which is that Sloane Gemini, the handsome young lead, happens to be attracted to snails of all things, and oysters and other mollusks and invertebrates. And here are a set of stills taken by a director named Robert Altman, who was a really cool director in the 60s and 70s, who was not in the club, but enjoyed observing it because he was an observer of life and told really great stories. I guess I'll wrap things up with a quick pitch for my new book idea. It's a post-apocalyptic story about how dogs will evolve after humans are long gone. So yeah, right? Kinda cool. Okay, now I'm gonna take on my voice for the coming next week. Coming next week on Hollywood. And Goldwyn gets deeper into it, getting ahead of the press.